everybody, Jason here of GhostbustersNews.com, and as always, Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube. And today, we're taking a look at the brand new Ghostbusters Fright Feature Ghosts from Hasbro. And as you're taking a look at right now, this line is made up of 3 figures. Starting from left to right here, we first have everybody's favorite disgusting green blob, Slimer. From there, we've got a whole lot of man. We've got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And then we've got the newcomer to the ghost world, we have got Muncher. Now recently here on the Ghostbusters News channel, we did actually review the standard Ghostbusters Fright Feature figures. You know, the main 4 Ghostbusters, Peter Venkman, Winston Zeddemore, Ray Stantz, and Egon Spengler. If you haven't checked out that video, certainly be sure to click the link down below in this video's description. As well, I do want to make mention if you want to pick up any of the main 4 Ghostbusters, if you want to pick up any of these ghost figures, we do have purchase links in this video's description as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and go over the packaging for all 3 of these figures because it's pretty uniform. First up, you can see we've got that green ghost, we have got Slimer. And the packaging is near identical to what we saw with the main 4 Ghostbusters when we reviewed them last week here on the channel. You can see on the top left-hand side there, we've got the Ghostbusters Afterlife logo and also the caution striping. And just look how fun this figure looks. Be still, my beating heart. We've also got the Ghostbusters title there on the Ecto-1 fin written. And we've got this great art of Slimer on the left-hand side. As well, you'll see the classic 1984 branding on the right, meaning that this figure comes from the original Ghostbusters film, not Ghostbusters Afterlife, because, you know, it's not like Slimer may be in Ghostbusters Afterlife. Right? Right? Moving on here, we have got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And I'm going to go ahead and start singing this one's praises because this could be one of my all-time favorite Stay Puft Marshmallow Men ever released already, just from looking at him in the packaging. He looks so fun! Much like all the other figures, we got the title card down there. What's interesting note about the art here, you know, the drawing of Stay Puft, some are saying this could be a Ghostbusters Afterlife spoiler, because you can clearly see his body is made up of mini puffs. At least at the torso area, you know, where he's splitting apart. As well, on the figure there, you can see a bunch of little Stay Puft faces. So in Ghostbusters Afterlife, are we going to get a scene where the mini puffs kind of like come together and they make a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? I don't know, but regardless, I love this figure. Now you know what we are going to get in Ghostbusters Afterlife? Muncher. And I love this drawing featuring Muncher. However, once again, people are saying this art piece could reveal maybe a plot spoiler in Ghostbusters Afterlife. Because you can see there is an Ecto-1 license plate in that big ball of metal. As well, a white wall tire and a few other things. So in Ghostbusters Afterlife, is Muncher going to eat the Ecto-1? Turning the boxes around in the back here, there's not really too much to see. You get a brief bio of each character, and these images that showcase the character's fright feature, like Slimer's mouth opening, Stay Puft twisting at the waist, and Muncher spitting out a big ball of metal. It's now the best time of any review. It is time to open the toys. And here he is, that disgusting little green blob. Hello, we have got Slimer. And I love the stylized look here they really honed in on. He's got the red pupils there, the yellow teeth, all the fat rolls. And to make sure he can kind of stand next to all the other figures in the Ghostbusters Fright Feature line from Hasbro, he has this base he's connected to that's just made up of really cool looking dripping slime. Speaking of dripping slime, if you turn around the backside, you can definitely see a bit more on him there. Also like little boils and such all around him. Now you people out there, you know me and Slimer figures. I review them mainly because of the butt. And this one's actually got a cute little booty on the back. No, there's no big, you know, unsightly crack or anything like we saw in the original 1984 film. But I didn't expect that because this is a kid's toy. You don't want kids playing with crack. So yeah, for a kid's toy, this booty, it's a poppin'. And speaking of poppin', on the back of Slimer, you will see the button there. And that's what activates his fright feature. So all you gotta do is hit that button and you can see his head pops up, his arms pop up, and then his mouth opens wide. That is so disgusting. I love it. Seriously, this nasty little spud, he fits in so perfectly with the brand new Hasbro Fright Feature line, but he would also be right at home with the old school Kenner Real Ghostbusters toy line. Now moving on here, this is who I've been waiting for, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Just look how cute he is. I mean, I've reviewed so many Stay Puffs over the years, but this one is just so adorable. He's got this angry looking face, but also at the same time, he kind of looks happy. He's got the sailor's cap on his head, really all the Stay Puft details you would expect. Really, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, he's a pretty easy figure. Just make a figure that looks like Marshmallow and slap all that sailor garb on him and you're good to go. But you know a feature that the Stay Puft has that really distinguishes him from all the other Stay Puft Marshmallow Men ever released? Well, that's his Fright feature. All you gotta do is squeeze the legs together and check this out. That is so cool. Can we get like a slow-mo effect of that? Not only is that spin effect really, really cool, but I love he actually moves his arms from down to up. And yeah, now that we're in here, there is no doubt those are mini Pufts. This Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is made of mini Pufts. Once again, I don't know if that's a Ghostbusters Afterlife spoiler, but at least when it comes to this action figure, it's made of mini Pufts. Or at least mini Pufts are inside him. Maybe he eats mini Pufts. I don't know. Like I said before though, one of my all-time favorite Stay Puft Marshmallow Man figures, and honestly, now that I'm actually seeing this feature, probably one of my all-time favorite Ghostbuster figures. I love this one. And now it is time to munch. Okay, alright Muncher. I didn't expect that much from you, but honestly, now that I got you out of the package, you're kind of still in the show here. Now, we don't really have too much to go on here because really all we've seen of Muncher so far, honestly, is in that second Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer. The sculpting looks great on the face. You can also see tons of line work around the body, like the stomach area there, and also around the sides and the back. As well, speaking of some of that sculpting in detail, it looks like Muncher isn't totally bald up top. As you can see, like little strands, I think, of hair. He's got his 6 little hands there, or I don't know, maybe his 6 little feet. And Muncher kind of comes with like 2 different fright features. First, let's show you his stomach area. You can see inside there's a stop sign and also a fire hydrant. And there's 2 little buttons that you're going to find on the back of Muncher. You're taking a look at those right here. And one button controls the stop sign, the other the fire hydrant. And in pushing those buttons, it looks like the stop sign and the fire hydrant are like kind of like moving around in Muncher's stomach. Like if that happens in the film, like, Muncher, do you actually eat that much? You eat so much, your body can't like hold it all? Now, as I mentioned, there's also kind of like a second fright feature here, and that is the big ball of metal that is in his mouth. I mean, on the toy, it's plastic, but in the movie, it's likely going to be metal, right? You can see some detail work there in the sculpt, like the spider and also the Ecto-1 license plate. And to have Muncher kind of spit that big ball of metal out of his mouth, all you got to do is just move his top 2 arms, or his top 2 feet, whatever you want to call them. And you can see there, so disgusting. I love it. So that does it for our look today at these brand new Ghostbusters Fright Feature figures from Hasbro. Like I said at the top of the video, if you'd like to snag any of these figures or the main 4 Ghostbusters, we do have purchase links down below in this video's description. That's all I've got for you here right now. As always, be sure to subscribe to Ghostbusters News here on YouTube. Bust that bell notification icon to stay up to date with everything that's happening within the Ghostbusters world. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. A link to that can be found right down below in this video's description. And I'll see everybody right back here next time.
People don't believe that ghosts really exist till they see it for themselves and they need an assist until they purchase all our services. Fees are high, we got bills to pay, the tanks on all the time, and there's something in the basement, face it, paranoia's right. When you're at your weakest, don't even turn out the lights. Same unit when we catch our prize. Calls coming in, it sounds like a class fight. Open spirit guide, there might be some clues or something to use so we can conclude investigation. The experience manifestation. We'll live and let be. PKE meter replacing. Classic grills, white walls, and the sirens. Go to Hell's Kitchen and over to Staten Island. I don't wanna live it if we always battle hell, but somebody's gotta do it. Who you calling on yourself? And when the lights go out.